Yes.
And on time.
What a week.
What a concept.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in case you didn't know, we have an evening with Angus coming up this upcoming weekend. So, it's to find out your guardian angel's name and message. So, it's pretty cool because it's virtual. Mm-hmm. So, you can be anywhere and still join us. Be like you're right in the room. And of course, as you know, all the past lives, all the angels, everything that we talk about.
It's not working.
You can find it on our website at soulsenlightenment.com. Anything else, Vera, for what we want to tell everybody?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I was just telling them about the evening with Angus coming up.
Oh, we're up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Okay.
See how I just went, oh, it's not working.
So, this
Aloha hoy.
I'm excited about today's topic. I cannot even tell you, Vera, how long I have wondered about Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Oh, really?
They've been friends because they made that movie together, Good Will Hunting, right? Didn't they write that together?
Yes.
And obviously they started it together. And they were friends long before they became stars.
Right.
So I always wondered about their energy.
Oh, yeah,
so
you know they had a past life together.
Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested to see what that might have been.
Hi, Chanel. Hi, Nana. Hi, Lisa. I almost said serious Lisa.
Yeah. It's kind of like a habit.
Yeah, really.
So, yeah.
I know.
I'm excited to hear about those things and a birthmark, which is always interesting.
Yes, for the person. Mm-hmm. I don't know about everyone else.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And Tat K, hello.
Yeah.
To San Francisco. I think he's in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to Darren
Close
for us.
Neighbor. Yeah. We have a friend named Darren that lives there. Hi,
Okay.
Sammy.
Hi, Sammy. What was I going to say?
Was it about the birthmark?
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't. I was going to tell you, whenever you see me wearing brown, what does that mean? I'm sad. I don't like brown, really. It just makes me depressed.
Why?
But whenever I'm like sad or something, or depressed, I've been depressed all week.
You have?
Yes. Hence brown. Because it feels like you're making progress, and then it feels like you get pushed back 10 paces. Mm-hmm. And then you keep going. But we have to keep doing that.
Right.
So whenever I was going through all that, I just kept reminding myself of our Civil War life.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah, because it had to be horrible.
Yeah.
And you had to have tenacity to keep going, to keep trying to save these guys.
Well, we have to share this.
It's like, I want to save the world, you want to save the world, and it's like...
It's hard
just,
when there's the obstacles there of the negativity of entities that are filled with hate and want to control.
Yeah.
So I want to share a little bit about our Civil War life now.
All right.
I
think we did already, didn't we?
Did we?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm just going to tell them real fast.
Okay.
That Vera and I were slaves in the South.
Yes.
But the person who owned us is actually, she's a friend in this life.
Yes.
And she was really nice. I mean, she was a nice, I think I would say more like treating us like servants as opposed to treating us super bad, like,
like
abused,
a slave.
like a slave, exactly. And so she owned this plantation, and what we did is that we turned this plantation into a hospital for the Union soldiers.
Well, we had to. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a makeshift hospital.
It was just the need came up for it. So it's just doing what you can. I mean, you don't go out always necessarily looking for something. It comes to you.
Yeah.
Our chart will pull us, as you're always telling us.
It does.
And but we I don't even know how many people that we helped, but not only us. There were the other Union soldiers that were hurt. You were saying were helping each other as best as they possibly could, even though they were really injured and everything. And so
they would even risk their lives trying to go get us food.
Oh, wow.
to go try to hunt, or it was perilous to do it.
Wow, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And a really cool thing Angus said is that there were so many near misses, but it was like there was divine intervention.
I remember that.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And so it's like, even though we died and everybody in there died because of word of mouth, and we were doing such a good job at helping that the word got out and the wrong person heard it, right? And then we were all killed and everything.
Yeah, but we got to help a lot of people. It's just, I think the thing with me was that it was nonstop. Once they found out we were there, it's like there was never a break. But we didn't act like, oh my God, there's never a break.
Right.
We just did what we had to do, no matter how, like what the frontline people are doing now.
Oh my God, exactly. It's the need. They have no say in it. It's like
they just
it's
have
there.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to, but
and
it's
they care.
in their DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's their calling. Really.
Yeah.
It's in their DNA.
It
They
is
want
their
to
calling.
step up because they have to, because people are suffering.
Yeah.
That's a great example. And it's just so amazing, because even though we were killed, obviously we didn't survive, but the point was how we fought against what was the bad that was happening to try to help.
Right.
And that was the point of that life for us.
Are we stuck? I'm not stuck.
Oh, well, good. There we go.
Are you guys stuck?
Over there.
Anybody?
Well, I don't think so,
Hi,
because they're
Eric.
still talking. So.
Well, it stopped for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. But I just wanted to finish telling you guys
I feel like I'm way low.
I know you do it. I think it's the chairs. But
Because Lukey's in my
yeah,
chair.
your kitty. Of course he jumped off. Now see, look.
Of course. Now watch. I'm gonna go sit on it, and he's gonna come back.
Okay, we're playing musical chairs, literally. Okay, we need somebody to hum a song. All right.
How about Hamilton?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Hamilton on the
Yes.
candlelight chat.
But I just wanted to share how, it was just this amazing life, and that's where it kind of reminds me of now. No wonder so many of us were in the Civil War time of what was happening.
Hey, Brenda.
And, I just wanted to pass on, too, one thing that Angus told us through Angus in Trance, and this is really interesting. He said that even though things are expected, like, say, the chart of a nation or the chart of a planet, it was amazing because he said Mother and Father, God, he's talking about obviously, would like to be surprised.
Yeah.
And I thought,
even though logically,
of course,
they're not surprised.
Yeah, they have, obviously they're all knowing. But I think it was just like a figurative type of a
Yeah, because we're finite, so we have to think of some way to say it.
But
Yeah.
it was just like, I was so, like that just made me want to push even more to do as much as, we can while we're here. It's that determination we had, that all of us had during that time to fight the darkness that was happening.
Yeah.
And we're all in now together. And it's just an amazing,
I'd be happy.
amazing time that we're living in, that we can actually do something. And it's scary, but to have that
Well,
courage.
there's another past life that I'm going to be doing. I think it's past life. Is it them? Oh, it's Matt Damon. I'll talk about it then.
Perfect segue.
Yeah.
But let's hear all about it.
Yeah, because why did I think it was Matt Damon and them? Anyway,
We're talking about courage.
Yeah. Well, no, it's kind of like one of the people that they really admired in one of their past lives was Galileo.
Really?
Right? And then Galileo, though, I don't know if this is right, though, because I just remember from, school and stuff, and that was just a few years ago.
Yesterday.
So, Civil War era, a lot of you guys were there. What was I saying?
You were talking about
Oh,
Galileo.
Galileo. Well,
No wonder you were singing Galileo this morning.
I was, huh?
You always
Well, that's
do
because
that.
Jenny Biggs turned me on to that Indigo Girls.
Oh,
I
good.
love that song. Anyway, there was a plague that was going on when, I think it was Galileo, or was it Newton? It had to be Newton, huh? The plague.
I'm not sure.
I don't know my
James.
history. Somebody.
Yeah.
One of them, there was a plague. and they had to leave the university. I think it's Newton. Because Newton, yes, thank you. Newton.
Oh, perfect. Sammy knows.
Loved Galileo, like loved his stuff. Read all of his stuff.
On top of no wonder you were making that connection. Got it.
But Newton, I think, is the one that was at university when the plague came or something. Do you remember that?
No. I was absent in that class.
Maybe I'm not saying it right. But from what I remember, it's like whenever he had to go back to wherever he was because of the plague and quarantine, right? And then he started reading more stuff about different things that he was studying with Galileo and Plato and Aristotle and all those guys. But then he started turning to the paranormal, alchemy.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I read it in some spiritual book. This wasn't in history books. It was like in a spiritual. I can't remember what it was about.
This is so cool. I never knew this.
Yeah, something like that. And then he figured out with that alchemy that he learned, because he was so much a scientist. But then when he went into quarantine, he had to start finding different things to read.
In other words, he was bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. We understand.
And then he came up with, is it gravity? God, I'm so bad at this
think
stuff.
so, because the apple.
Oh, the apple, that's right.
Falling off the tree.
That's how he figured out the gravity because of alchemy. And they called it probably not paranormal. They probably called it alchemy. No, but wasn't there another word they used to call it?
I don't remember right now, but this reminds me of when Angus was talking
occult.
about.
Isn't it occult?
Yes.
They used to say, yeah.
This reminds me of when Angus talks about that we thin the veil. So it was like he was the one, and then he got that infusion about gravity.
And after that, he used both. And that's what I'm trying to say with these scientists. You guys got to start using both. Don't poo-poo one or the other. Exactly. Help them blend if they can. If they can't, then you go on to something else. But don't start saying, "Oh no, that's bullshit."
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Bleep. Exactly, because even if it can start it starts in the spiritual, but then it physically manifests into the scientific aspect of it.
Yeah.
But it's both.
And that's what he figured out. Mm-hmm. But I believe it was Ben Affleck. Oh God, what did I put?
Refer to the notes. Cliff notes.
Yeah, I think Ben Affleck was in his life, Newton's life. Not Matt Damon, just Matt Damon. I mean,
Ben Affleck?
That one. Yeah, because he was like a good friend. But he was also a scientist.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was like, I think like they like to hang around with people that did what they did, right?
Right.
So he had like a good friend that was Ben.
Got it.
Yeah.
I see.
It's hard getting words out today. Senior moment. Okay, but we're talking about past lives with Matt Damon. But I just found that fascinating whenever I was going through this, and I remembered what they said about him blending the alchemy with the...
Wow,
now, if
that
it's true,
is so fascinating.
I don't know, because it was in a spiritual type book.
Right.
So I don't know if it's historically correct. But this is what they had in their... I can't remember. If I remember the book, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, but that's where you give us insight.
Oh, that's right. He was Sir Isaac
That's
Newton.
where a lot of things... But you give us insight into things that aren't recorded.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm just saying, I don't know if you can...
Research that part.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, because I think we were always wondering why Matt Damon was in our trances.
Oh, yes. I'm going to explain real quick. Okay. So whenever Vera has a session where she's going to have a trance and Angus comes in, she's visually seeing, Angus. She's visually seeing where she's at on the other side because she's visiting Angus on the other side. And when she's there in the trance is when you're seeing a lecture of sorts is what it usually is. And there's a lot of people there that she doesn't recognize. It's just an audience. But over time, and this started, I don't even know, gosh, it's been at least 10 years ago, she started to see Matt Damon there.
I know, I freaked out that one time. I'm like, oh my God, Matt Damon's there.
And of course, this is on the other side. This is a visual, and this is what, But you haven't seen Ben there.
No,
but you've
I haven't
seen
seen
Matt.
just Matt.
And it's not every time.
No, no.
But it's been.
I think it was twice or something. I don't think it was
at
all the
least-
time.
At least a handful of times.
Yeah, well, I just know one time for sure because I was like going, what the heck? Yeah. Okay, so Matt, okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so for Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they had a past life in Atlantis. And it was during the times that, who was with me? You were the fashion designer. Was it Sammy? No.
Yeah, Sammy was there. She was doing crystals with you.
Oh, that's right. And then Emily was my daughter. And all that.
Emily,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so, but we were on the Lemuria side, they were on the Atlantis side. But because we did crystals, I mean, that was our thing on the Lemurian side, then we would, go and talk with the
Right.
Atlantis side and, correlate, see how things were going and kind of giving your input as to how they're using the crystals and all that. Because it
Right.
started getting kind of hairy towards the end
Yeah.
because of what they were using the crystals for.
Yeah.
So, but
And hence-
they were in charge of that part that blew up.
Oh, no.
Yes. And I think it was more so Ben that took it soul-wise harder than Matt. Because I think a lot of his issues in this lifetime are from that because of guilt.
Oh,
Of
wow.
not listening but I mean he wasn't the one that was there was 3 people that were in charge. Matt, Ben, and some other guy. I can't get him right now. And they were in agreement, Matt and Ben, but the other guy who had more seniority than them, if for lack of a better word, is the one that wanted to do more and more and more and see what more they could do, which is like what a scientist does, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Pushing the boundaries
But
to see what
we kept telling them, you guys got to slow down. It's getting too much, and they didn't listen. Or that guy didn't listen. So, but I think that's where Ben is getting all of this dependency. How he's an alcoholic and that kind of stuff because he has that. And it's just not that, but that's a huge part because what a thing to bring back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
Even though it's not his fault.
No, but...
and that's what I would say. Hey, it was out of your control.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But that's what we do as beings. We carry... I mean, even in life, right?
Yeah.
It's not... Something might not be our fault, but if we feel like we're part of it, even unknowingly or whatever, and it affects other people's lives, and it's crushing.
They were working on something to prove to the other guy that it was too much at that point.
And they didn't have a chance.
They didn't have a chance to finish it.
Wow.
So that's where he feels like he failed. And then all these people died.
Right.
Right?
Wow.
And not that Matt doesn't care. It's just that he has more of an understanding that he did the best he could, Ben did the best he could, and then didn't have all of that guilt where Ben really... Because he was more of the mathematician,
Right.
Ben, so...
That makes a lot of sense, actually, of why you'd be carrying that. Wow.
I don't know, Roxanne. It's usually soul recognizes soul, so I have no idea.
Oh, that is an interesting question. I just was reading what Roxanne wrote. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Did I? Yeah, because
Yeah.
Roxanne, you guys can read what she's saying.
Yes. Wow. Gosh, it makes me wonder about the one that pushed the limit over
Yeah, he was astrally projecting because he
Right.
said at Tech K. Doesn't that mean Matt Damon was in trance too in his dream? He was astrally projecting to the trance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How cool is that?
I know, but sometimes you start thinking like,
well, we have people sometimes that contact us and they are not happy with the idea that we're talking about past lives. They don't believe in past lives.
well, that's okay.
Or they don't
That
believe
part
in
I don't care
different
about.
things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's all
That's
right.
1, 2, 3 Cokes on me. Or you, actually.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Okay. So, was there anything else about that? That's
Oh, let me see.
fascinating.
No, just they're super intelligent in all aspects. Oh yeah, I have that about the plague.
I know
Okay.
what I was going to ask you.
What?
was Sir Isaac Newton in the time of Atlantis because he was such a mind for new exploration?
Maybe he was the third guy.
I was wondering if maybe because he came up with the gravity thing, so
yeah.
Maybe he was there.
I don't know. I'll see if it fits. I usually have to put them in there to see.
Yeah,
if it
you
fits.
have to kind of think about it, and reflect on it for a minute.
Just like with Lin Miranda, I kept wanting to make him Hamilton because it's just like his passion. You could see he loved Hamilton so much, but then it would not fit. It's like a puzzle. You try to put it in. Mm-mm. But then I thought, wait a minute, he really loved Hamilton. That's his son, because his son wanted to be him. Oh, that's a different show.
That one we're going to do later.
Yeah. But I thought it was interesting, too. Why did they come back as actors?
Yeah, I was thinking about
like to know that. But then they're really, I'm more so Matt, I think. I don't know about Ben so much, but they're into Help Planet.
Yes,
Help the Planet.
exactly. Yeah. He's helping, he has a nonprofit to give water to just so many people globally that don't have safe drinking water. It's just an amazing cause.
And that's another thing that's so sad right now. There's people, they named 3 countries that people are actually starving because of the pandemic. Because there's no food, there's no work. It's just drying up.
Exactly.
So it's really sad. I just hope it doesn't get here.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff that's going on. So let's pray.
Yeah. I was going to tell you something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, I know what it was. Because about them being actors, I was thinking maybe in different ways, in different roles or different ways scripts that they might come up with or what have you, maybe that there's things that are helping humankind.
Yeah. But for Matt, it's more a rest life this time. But not for Ben.
Right.
Yeah, because he still has to work out all those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's cute. I love when kids know stuff about past lives.
I know. Isn't that interesting?
Cool. Tiffany has a connection with Ben. Call him. Tell him to call
us.
See if he remembers.
Yeah. That's cool. That would be fascinating.
No, they did chart it, but remember you have lateral movement in your chart, so it's like there's different ways that you can experience it. And he did everything he could at that time, but in his mind, he took on that, like, I didn't do enough. Right. Kind of thing. So I'd be interesting to see if he feels that in this lifetime, he's not doing enough.
Yeah, it's so true. Mm-hmm. We have charted these experiences, but how we take it or how we deal with it that's where sometimes we're going to carry what happened or how we reacted and chart new lives to try to overcome it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we don't need to. It just all depends on us.
Right.
And it's not for the other side. They're not judging us. It's us and how we feel about what we did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hi, Mario.
But yeah, so that's really, really cool. Atlantis. Interesting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Very, very.
Yeah.
Do you have a birthmark to tell us too?
A birthmark, I do.
So let me go up
Tat
here.
K, you were a Union soldier. In that thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he came into our hospital.
He did.
Wow.
But he was one of the ones that went out and got food.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
He loves us. All right. Let me
you were not insane, David.
Okay, which birthmark is it? This one right there?
No. Okay. I don't think so. No, I think that's the other one. It's this one. Alex Folk.
Okay.
You have to say that very carefully.
All right. You know what? Can I just read it off of there?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
It's long.
All right. Okay. My name is Alex, and hello, Vera, by the way. I have 2 little boys. They both share almost the exact same birthmark.
Don't agree, Neat.
In the exact same place on the right side of their abdomens. I am wondering if you can give me any insight on this.
It's on there.
Is there any significant meaning behind this? Does it in any way have anything to do or have any connection to other family members that have passed away?
Okay, and then she said, my family thinks I'm what they call nutty because I have always been so intrigued with all things spiritual.
You're in good company.
As much as I focus on other things, I am constantly being pulled back into this mindset where I'm convinced that I have some sort of duty to take care of or puzzle to solve. I'm not sure if that sounds odd, but I felt as though nothing sounds odd to us. But I felt as though I needed to add this to my message. Thank you for your time. So, the three of you, your sons, and then she showed a cute little picture of the boys. Their faces aren't shown, so I can show it. And then you can't see it, but their birthmarks are right here and right there on the right side.
Oh, wow.
See
now
it?
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
really see it.
Okay, so
That's quite a large area,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
It
it
covers
is.
like the whole side, like this.
So I wonder if Alex is on here because she couldn't
Lower.
find a way to get on, and I forgot to send her. Anyway,
We can send it the link or
yeah,
something.
I had you guys, the three of you had a past life in Africa. The two boys in that past life were brothers. And you were the older sister. So if they treat you like you're not the mom, you're an older sister, you'll know why. They're very adept at hunting and protecting the village. And they just love to climb. I know that's what I got. They were climbing all the time. Mm-hmm. They loved exploring. And one brother, and I don't know what river it would be in Africa, but one brother fell into a river or some kind of water. And then the other brother had to come in and save him, right? So, and with no hesitation, I mean, it was like, I have to go save my brother. And then, you know how whenever you are saving someone, it's right side to right side?
Oh.
Isn't it? Yeah, right side to right side.
Oh,
So they want to
really? I
remember.
just got the chills.
So they want to remember their life in Africa, so that's why they have a darker birthmark.
That is so
and that big, because they
neat.
really want it to be darker. But they wanted to experience a life, this kind of life. So, so they have this bond between them, like this protection thing that, they're always there for each other.
Wow.
Always being there for each other. So that's what that is, a reminder of their bond and how they were helping the village survive and that kind of stuff. So that they cared about their, other people in the environment. And then for you, Alex, the puzzle that you're getting in this lifetime about, you feel like you have to figure out a puzzle or solve a puzzle. And the puzzle is the boys.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know why, but I wrote it down. So, but they drowned. They both drowned.
Oh, they ended up drowning.
Yeah, because it was just the current was something happened and they just couldn't make it.
But it's so amazing is that they loved each other
So much.
and that's what mattered.
And the one brother
It makes me
knew.
wanna cry.
It's actually the bigger brother.
Sweet.
Well, I shouldn't say bigger. But the brother with the gray on there is the one that jumped in to save the brother with the red. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And then, so that's the puzzle that you're trying to solve, is because you never stopped looking for the boys. You thought they made it, and they're just lost.
Oh, how old were they when they died?
Oh, probably like 13, 14. I mean,
But she just didn't know where.
no, she just didn't know where they were.
Gosh.
I mean, they were old enough to go shoot. So,
Right.
but yeah.
Wow.
And so
that would be tough.
yeah. So the one thing now you can realize is you have them back.
Yay!
You have them back. So puzzle solved. You know what I mean, kind of thing. And you were the
That's
oldest
neat.
sister, and you had to take care of 13 babies.
Holy cow.
That was her job.
That makes me tired just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Why do you want to see the photo again? Okay, well, I'll show it. I don't know why.
It's kind of hard to see it, but it's this whole abdomen. It's like a big half circle almost in the front. So that's interesting.
Okay, and this is another one that's kind of interesting too. Because then I got a past life for her that was not with the boys. But she had another past life where she was a doctor, but did autopsies.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's another thing that she had to a puzzle solving thing.
Oh,
So that's
my
why you think you
gosh,
always have
how
to solve
fascinating.
things.
You know, especially too, that's revolving around a death.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing because it's that theme almost of trying to figure out what happened to them.
Exactly.
Really, that was her.
Yeah, and she was like renowned because people would come and
try to figure out what happened to their
if
loved
they
one.
couldn't find, or police, if they couldn't find a way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
really
cool,
actually.
Yeah.
So she must feel obviously very connected to
the
them.
boys.
In that life, she was looking everywhere for them.
Till the day she died, she was looking for them, because she thought that they just went downriver and they just couldn't find their way back. But she didn't realize they knew the area like the back of their hand, so they would have come back. But it's just a sister's grief,
Of course.
and then having to deal with the mom and all that.
Yeah. Wow. That is really cool. Wow. Really.
You guys
really cool.
do have comfort wealth. You just don't realize it yet. Spiritual wealth. The other part will come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
just
thing.
have to believe
Yeah.
and move. You can't just believe and not do anything.
I'm wishing upon a star here.
Yeah, exactly.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
And activate. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Get things
God.
done.
I don't even want to know what that feels like, David. That's just a mother's worst nightmare. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, you couldn't see it? I don't think you can really see it that well.
You can't. I could barely see it. I'm sitting right next to you.
And I could barely see it
when you looked at it.
Yeah. But I'm going to I'll draw.
Oh, there you go. Good idea.
This is where
now you can see it.
And
How
this
interesting.
one. Yeah.
God, that's fascinating.
It's kind of like this.
She drew on there so you can see it better.
That's where the birthmarks are. And they're darker than their skin. And they loved that life. They loved it.
Aww.
Yeah. So they wanted to remember.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And so she charted finding you.
Mm-hmm. I know, isn't that weird?
Asking
yeah,
you.
That's just phenomenal.
And then finding out. So it was like, it's charted to be.
Oh, they knew how to swim.
So
they were adept, but it
finally
was
gets
an
the
accident.
answers to her puzzle. I'm
Yeah.
so happy she finally gets to find out.
It's kind of like that thing with that lady that, the Glee lady that drowned. It's kind of like that kind of situation. It's like
Oh, God, I know.
the current, and and they were good. They could swim. They swam across the river all the time, but it was this one thing because he had to jump in, and I guess it
Took him under?
took him under.
Oh.
Because they had to jump in. I don't know if they jumped from a tree or if they jumped from like a higher up place. I don't know. Yeah.
They didn't find the gal from Glee yet, did they?
No,
They didn't?
not as
Okay.
far as I know. They haven't,
Okay.
but they will. They'll find her. That's so sad. I mean, that poor
No,
kid. That
I
boy
know.
could have drowned.
I know. He's
Well,
only
he
4
couldn't
years
have.
old.
He couldn't have. He had
Oh,
this jacket.
yeah.
Yeah. So
but
she
I
was-
mean, gosh, poor thing. Oh my gosh, it was
Yeah.
just her and her little boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, thank God he's so.
But I heard that lake is horrible with currents, and I guess it's
Wow,
man-made.
No, that must be what happened.
Yeah, it's man-made, so there's a lot of trees and junk underneath it. It's really
Ugh.
murky, and they can't really see, to go look for her. They have to use sonar or something like that.
Wow.
Hi, Bantu Viking. I haven't seen you around before.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bantu was with us.
Oh,
before.
wow. Okay, that's why.
Bantu.
You have such
like
a
that's
good
his real
memory.
name or her name. I'm pretty sure. If I'm
Yeah.
wrong,
Cute
I'll
little
get
boy.
struck down by lightning. I haven't seen him yet. The little
He's
boy.
cute.
Is he?
Yeah, but they did think he was a girl because he had curly long
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
That's what they used to do with Johnny, too, my son. She's so cute. So, yeah. So, how long has it been?
It has been about 30 minutes.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else do you guys want to talk about? I don't have anything else.
It's just so fun talking to you all. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
We love it.
I know. It's hot today here
Yeah.
in good old Manteca.
Yeah. They were saying that they've been here for a while. They just changed their name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Interesting. And then Neat's asking, did she chart that? She's talking about the Glee. The Glee.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So even our exit points we chart.
Yeah, I will. Except I have nothing else to wear. That's why I'm wearing it. But yeah, I don't know what it is about brown. I just don't.
All right.
Yes, that was an exit point. Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else that you
No,
wanted to tell our
that's
friends
it,
today?
guys. Unless you guys have anything else. Manteca is in California. We're about an hour away from San Francisco or more. Probably an hour.
Probably a little
an hour
bit
and a
more,
half.
yeah. Not that
Tracy's
far.
just an hour though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Livermore is a little bit less, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep, we're neighbors.
I know it's grounding. I just don't like it. Maybe it's because like
And it looks so pretty on you. I'm just
the
saying.
nun life we had to wear brown.
That must be it. You don't like things that
No.
remind you of that. I can understand. All right. Great. Well, we love you all.
Yes,
and
you were.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Did I miss something now?
Wait, where's that Pompeii? Was that a volcano?
Yes,
Yes.
that was
Pompeii.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was somebody on there on the island?
Well, be happy he or she was wondering if they died in a volcano.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm. I know there's others besides Pompeii, but that's what came.
Yeah. Right.
Who's from San Diego? Oh, they're just mentioning San Diego. Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
that's
that's
she. I
neat.
like it. I like the be happy
Yay.
part.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well,
We were slaves at that time, yes. I thought I answered that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, you were there. Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You can ask and we can do it for another show. I don't know if we have
did
time
I
to
miss
do-
a question?
Bantu Viking
Okay.
about a past life.
Okay.
What question do you have? I hope it's not what past life have I had. Give me a little hint of what you think
Resonate to?
Yeah. Yes, you were. Have a great week. Neat. I love her name.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Bantu, if you can put it in the comments,
yes,
we'll
after
put it on the list.
exactly once
Yeah.
this video goes, once you can find it on our website,
Yeah.
on our channel, just put it in the comments underneath, and then we'll
We write
put
them
it
down.
Oh, here it is. Did I do something really bad with sorcery in a past life?
No, not really bad. No. I'll get more info because this one's interesting.
Okay.
But I'll tell you whenever we have a chance next time. I don't like to say I'll do it the next show because then I forget where you are.
Right.
And then I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
shoot, I forgot. So I'll put you on the list and then keep checking the past life playlist.
Yes. Yes.
And then your name will be in the description. Christina
Yes.
said.
Yes. Okay. So whenever one of your questions is answered, we put it in the description. Sometimes it takes a little while for the videos to go out, but as soon as they're out for people to come back in after a live show, then we're going to have it in the description. So you just look in there, and if your name is in there, then you'll know that your question's answered there. So, okay. So
That's
you got that
interesting.
recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. I can hear the wheels.
That one's.
It's
I love when they're exciting.
Yeah. Okay. We love you all.
We do.
Thank you for being with us today. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, Nana.
I'm trying to read and go over here
no
at the same
worries. That's okay.
What?
Lisa, I keep wanting to say serious Lisa. Lisa said she kept going in and out, but that's okay. It happens.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.